This is a video review of the Koolatron P25 26-quart Func Cooler, dark gray. First of all, well, I guess it's gray. Whatever, I thought it was green. Okay, so I'd like to preface this review with saying the unit does its job, but the cost is too high. Now first I'll go into the aesthetics problems I have, the problems that I could live with, before I go into the problems that I could not live with. First problem I've had that's been driving me nuts is this. As you can see, there's damage to this. That damage was caused by me, but not my fault. This unit, as you can see, hits that. And when you force it over, boom, see that? Pops out. The unit has a tendency to pop out like that, and I almost dropped this onto the cement when I was getting in my car, but luckily I've already put it over the seat, so when this part fell and buckled on me like that, it hit the seat instead of hitting the pavement. So yeah, that's annoying. Second of all, and this is another design flaw. Well, this is more of a bad idea. The top is detachable in the most annoying way, because it has a tendency, if I'm trying to reach into it when I'm driving, which, and I'm talking about, not even when I'm driving so much as when I'm at a traffic light, and I want to get access to a beverage. Whoa. You'll see the one-hand operation. See, I'm having to use my toe to balance it. One-hand operation is damn near impossible. So like I usually put these water bottles in it, and some sodas, and maybe a sandwich or two, because I don't get breaks at work. So the problem, now first of all, I don't like how you have to do this, because on a level surface indoors it works fine, but in a car, even on a level floor, it has a tendency to fall forward. And that's partly because the way this works, you can't really operate with two hands, because you have to use your hand to both lift this and to put this under. And I found that in the car, due to the off-balance nature of this, because the only part it's actually touching is over here, so all this part's unsupported, I either accidentally pull the top off completely, or I don't extend this enough, like I extend it halfway or so, and then it ends up falling on my hand. It's fallen on my hand a few times, no serious injury, but it's quite annoying. Now, so that's the design flaws, those are the things I don't really like. But again, as I said, the unit does its job really well. If I put ice-cold sodas, water, food in there, it keeps them cold. By the end of the shift, they're colder than they would be with the ice packs. But the biggest flaw, the one that I cannot live with, is the power issues I'm having. As you see, 12 volts, 52 watt max. At 12 volts and 52 watts, this thing should be running at less than 5 amps at all times. Even with varying voltages from 11.5 to 14.4 volts that a car can get, it should never be over 5 amps. The other loads I have, relevant loads, I have an Android tablet with a mobile charger that goes maybe 2500 milliamps. I have a Wilson Sleek signal booster, which is 500 milliamps. A spotlight, but the spotlight's battery powered, so it's not actually drawing directly from the battery. It only draws from the battery or from the cigarette lighters to charge, and that's 350 milliamps. I have a Papa John's car topper, which at most does 7500 milliamps, because that's what the inline fuse is. I'm not sure what the actual wattage that the light pulls is, but obviously 7500 milliamps is the max. So the actual things I have running are less than 10 amps, and this unit has blown a 20 amp fuse within 2 days, a 25 amp fuse within 2 days, and a 30 amp fuse within 5 days. So this unit, when I'm driving my car, because this has happened at high RPM moments, and I have a Big 3 modification on my car, so I do not have trouble getting the full use of my alternator. I installed that mod for my car stereo. Also of note, when the fuses blow, my car stereo is not on, because I don't turn it on all the time. And each time it's blown, oddly enough, it's when my car is not at full draw, because I don't have everything turned on. My car topper's not on because it was daylight. Each time this has happened during the daylight. So there's really, in reality, whenever it blows, everything else is using at most 1 amp. maybe 2 amps. But under no circumstances should it really make a difference because this unit must be using over 20 to 30 amps if it's blown a 30 amp fuse within so little time. The fact that it's blown 3 fuses, 20 amps, 25 and 30 means it's not me. It's most definitely the unit. So yes, this unit does its job. And maybe, and I'm saying a big maybe, if you had nothing else on the circuit, it might not blow your circuit. But I'm pretty sure this thing's going to blow your circuit. So I wouldn't buy it if I were you, because I'm going to have to return mine, and I'm very upset about that. Very, very upset. If you choose to buy it anyway, best of luck to you.
This broke the very first time I opened the handle, but I was on filming in location in Albuquerque for 2 months. I used it, I love it, but I don't know how to fix this, and I'm past my return date. What can you help me with?